Hey everyone, and welcome to the behind the scenes commentary on creating the side part hair. When I'm creating a new model, I generally have several thoughts on how to achieve the shape that I want. For this particular hairstyle, I created the hair several times in different ways. My first attempt, I tried using and shaping multiple spheres, and then retopoing it all together. It really didn't take too long to create, and although the end result looked pretty good, when I watched back through the footage it was kind of messy and hard to follow, and would have been difficult to explain. So my second time, I used my favorite subdivision modeling method, which is what the final footage is. I far prefer how this workflow looks, and actually I like the end result better too. Also, it's pretty interesting to build models in a way to create a tutorial. The methods that you use to ensure that everything is as clear as possible and relatively easy to explain to a viewer aren't always the way you build something if, say, on your own. For me, I have to alter my modeling style just slightly to make tutorials. Normally I spin my model all over the place and then pull things in directions that would be fairly difficult to replicate and explain accurately. So for the sake of tutorials, I try to go into one of the numpad views before I move stuff around, and I try not to get hung up on going back and moving stuff around 1,000 times or staring at a crease for 20 minutes. It's pretty much how I'd model if I weren't filming myself, but I'm just trying to be clearer and more concise. With that though, filming yourself is actually pretty decent at helping you learn how to model better. Once you're done, you can go back and watch any areas that troubled you, and be like, if I did this instead, it'd have gone better. The next time you run into that issue, you have a good idea how to fix it. In my experience, there is no right and wrong way to model. Some methods are going to resonate with you more than others, so just try to soak in a bunch of different methods from as many sources as you can, and hopefully you'll find one that you love, or maybe even create your own way of doing things. With a little luck, the tutorial version won't take us too long to get finished. And I attempted to be very deliberate with my mesh edits so that it'll be easy to see what I was doing. I'm hoping anyone who wants to learn how to make this exact haircut can get something pretty close. And anyone who just wants to get an idea on how to make hair in general will get a good sense of how to go about creating the shapes pretty easily. I'm going to pick and choose a few of the hairstyles from Animal Crossing New Horizons to make time lapses and tutorials of. The goal is to give you an arsenal of ideas that'll hopefully help your future projects. We'll also include these hairstyles with the base body mesh on our Patreon. I've archived this hairstyle at different points as I was making it, so you can compare yours along the way if you want. I'll do this with the other hairstyles I create as well. The downloads are free on Patreon, though I'm pretty sure you need a Patreon account to download anything, which is fortunately free to make. If for some reason you can't or don't want to make an account, send me an email at our business email and I can send you the files directly. We eventually plan to have a bunch of character models and assets there that you can download for free and use for personal or commercial projects or however you want. Obviously, this character is a little different since it's from Animal Crossing, so only use it for personal projects. We've also got an Animal Crossing New Horizons player model tutorial. If that interests you, it might be helpful. It was one of our first tutorials, so it may be a little out of date. Or maybe insanely fast. Okay, catch you in the outro. Overall, this hair was pretty fun to make. Using this modeling method, you could probably whip out quite a few hairstyles in a pretty short period of time, especially if you aren't being as careful about matching reference as I was trying to be. Thanks for watching, hopefully you enjoyed. The tutorials and more hairstyles are to come, hopefully soon. Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Stay safe. I love you all. Goodbye.